Something just happened behind the sun, and no one can explain it. An object from another star system, known as 3I/Atlas, reached its closest point to our sun today. But instead of behaving like a comet, it did something impossible. It vanished. At the exact moment scientists were ready to observe it, it slipped behind the sun, perfectly aligned, hiding itself from every telescope on Earth. No images, no radar, no signal, nothing. And yet, deep space antennas picked up something strange, rhythmic pulses, like a heartbeat echoing from behind the solar veil. NASA's official statement? Under analysis. But Harvard's Avi Loeb just dropped new data and it changes everything. At 7:47 a.m. Eastern Time, October 29, 2025, the interstellar object 3I/Atlas hit its perihelion, the point closest to the sun. Every observatory on Earth was ready. Every telescope pointed skyward. And then silence. Atlas was gone, hidden by the sun's glare. No one knew whether it had burned up, split apart, or, according to some, changed its orbit deliberately. Avi Loeb described the moment as scientific tension unlike anything since Oumuamua. But this time, the data points to something stranger. If Earth had been just 6 months ahead in its orbit, we could have mapped Atlas directly with radar, seeing its 3D shape in incredible detail. Instead, it passed on the far side of the sun, unreachable. Even when it returns to our visible range in December 2025, it will still be over 269 million kilometers away, too far for radar detection. But that distance didn't stop radio telescopes from hearing something faint, repetitive, and deliberate. Patterned pulse coming from the coordinates where Atlas vanished. And this is where the story begins to fracture between science and speculation. Let's break this down. 3I/Atlas is the third known interstellar object to ever enter our solar system, after Oumuamua and Borisov. But it's unlike either of them. At an estimated 5 kilometers wide, it's a million times more massive than Oumuamua and it's moving faster. So fast, in fact, that standard gravitational models don't account for its acceleration. Avi Loeb gave it a 4 out of 10 on his Loeb scale, a ranking system measuring how likely an object is to be technological rather than natural. And that score might rise because Atlas is breaking physics in 8 impossible ways. Perfect alignment with the planetary plane. Atlas entered our solar system aligned within just 5 degrees of the ecliptic, the flat plane where all planets orbit. The odds of that happening naturally? 0.2%. It's like throwing a dart from another galaxy and hitting a 1-inch target. Instead of blowing dust away from the sun, Atlas released a jet toward it, as if using solar energy to steer itself. This isn't a comet. This looks like propulsion. It's too massive and too fast, breaking known interstellar motion patterns. The combination is statistically impossible, unless there's an engine. Its orbit took it close to Mars, Venus, and Jupiter, yet perfectly concealed from Earth during its closest pass. Coincidence? Or planned observation route? Spectral scans show nickel-rich plumes with almost no iron, identical to industrial alloys forged on Earth. Only 4% water by mass, comets are normally 80 to 90%. This isn't a dirty snowball. It's a metallic object. Reflected light from Atlas shows extreme negative polarization, never seen in any natural body. Its entry direction matches the legendary 1977 WOW signal within 9 degrees. Coincidence probability? Less than 1%. Combine them all, and the odds of this object being natural drop to 1 in 10 quadrillion. So what are we dealing with? There are 3 theories. Maybe Atlas is an autonomous probe, launched millions of years ago, still following ancient programming. A fragment of alien technology drifting between stars, only now awakening as it nears a habitable system. If it's natural, it's rewriting every rule of astrophysics. A comet made of exotic metals with self-stabilizing jets and impossible alignment? That alone would change science forever. NASA, ESA, and China's CNSA have all begun joint tracking programs. Private companies like SpaceX are also redirecting deep space antennas toward Atlas. Congresswoman Anna Paulina Luna has even pushed for the release of classified high-resolution images taken on October 2nd. Every major space agency is listening not just for light but for radio signals. Some believe Atlas might be releasing mini-probes, testing the inner solar system. Others fear it might be mapping habitable planets. If that's true, then Earth is on the list. Whatever 3I/Atlas is, it's not random. It's acting with precision, awareness, and purpose. And today, as it hides behind our star, we are blind. Maybe it's fragmenting, maybe it's transforming, or maybe it's watching us. Avi Loeb said it best. If Atlas is technological, its creators mastered capabilities that go far beyond ours. And that alone should change how we see ourselves in the universe. So keep your eyes on the sky, because when 3I/Atlas emerges from behind the sun, we may not just see a comet. We may see a message or a machine.